It's getting even worse, isn't it? Let's go. Hey everyone, it's Lewis back again with another video, and today we're literally trying to keep our heads above water financially these days. The Bank of England has raised interest rates again, this time to 1%. They're predicting inflation to reach 10% by 2023, along with a recession. The world's reserve currency, the US dollar's value, is sinking at an alarming rate, and the Nasdaq, the world's second biggest stock exchange, has officially entered a bear market. And we won't even mention crypto, or my Coinbase stock purchase. That's aging well. So first off, what the Bank of England has done recently and how this will affect all of us. The base interest rate has been raised to 1%, which is the highest it's been since 2009, right after the global financial crisis of 2008. If you're too young to remember that, congratulations. However, I highly recommend watching The Big Short to learn about it. Simply a must watch for both educational and entertainment purposes.
Big piece of shit.
But anyway, what this means is that debt is becoming increasingly more expensive, as when the base rate of interest is raised, this means that the money that you borrow from people such as banks, credit card providers, mortgage providers, and car companies will increase the interest rate at which you borrow. That is if you've taken out a variable rate loan, which the majority of the aforementioned provide. They know what they're doing when it comes to lending money. But those providers will have a higher cost at lending that money out now with the interest rate being raised. And of course, that means they'll be passing on those extra costs to the borrowers. If you're a saver, however, this is actually a good thing, as those high interest savings accounts you have should actually see an increase to the interest rate. In simple terms, borrowing bad, saving good. It's like caveman mentality, isn't it? I mean, it really is. But if you're in debt, get out of it as quickly as you can. They've also warned that the UK economy is set to shrink this year, which, if that happens for 2 quarters in a row, we will officially be in a recession. Brilliant. On top of this, they've predicted that inflation will reach a high of 10% before actually starting to come down. Actually, they said 10.25%, which would be the highest since the early 1980s. That was when our parents were our age. The main reason for this is high taxes and a, quite frankly, insane rise in energy prices, which is only set to get even worse come October when the energy price cap rises again like it did in March. Energy is used by everyone, homes and businesses alike, so that means, once again, businesses will be passing on those extra costs to us, the consumers. They're so nice, aren't they? Are you starting to see the domino effect now? Are you also starting to see the irony of how much it costs a business to transport petrol in a petrol-powered vehicle across the entire country? Honestly, the human race is just ridiculous sometimes. This also means that there will be a sharp fall in real household disposable income by 1.75%, which is the largest fall since records began in 1964. And because of the high tax rates, real post-tax labour income will also fall sharply. This basically means that it's an important time to consider increasing your income, be that with side hustles, a new job, a promotion, starting a new business. If you've been considering doing one of these things recently, now might be the time to actually start doing it. I'll be posting a video on some money-making side hustles for 2022 this coming Monday, so stay tuned for that because it will be an important one to watch. But all of this is thanks to the continuing crisis in Ukraine and Russia, which has pretty much completely shut down the likes of wheat and oil exports. Fresh lockdowns in China thanks to the pandemic worsening over there, which shuts down the production of pretty much any export you can think of to the Western world. And of course the sinking value of the US dollar, which is the world's reserve currency. Because of all of this uncertainty, the stock market is also going into panic mode. And thanks to this, the tech-heavy Nasdaq has officially entered a bear market. And the New York Stock Exchange, which is the world's biggest stock market, isn't far off either. A bear market is when a stock market falls 20% or more from its recent high. The Nasdaq peaked at about 212 in November 2021, and since then it's been down 31.5%. Businesses like Amazon, Netflix, Coinbase, Meta, PayPal, Peloton, and many more have all seriously suffered, and some of those stocks have been down about 70 to 80% over the past few months.
Or anyone who invested in Roblox.
We'll have to see if this company can grow into earnings, because clearly they have no earnings.
Crypto has also majorly suffered as well, with Bitcoin now down almost 50% from its recent all-time high of £48,000, which was about $60,000 in November. Honestly, if you started investing in November, I can only imagine what your portfolio looks like right now. So what a great time it is to be alive. And I thought that we were only promised one major economic event per generation that brings the entire world to its knees. But as a millennial at the age of 32, I already count 3 since turning 18. The global economic crisis of 2008, the pandemic of 2020, and now the everything crash of 2022. My money don't jiggle jiggle, it gets Thanos snapped out of existence. However, it's not all bad news. On the inflation side, essential businesses like Morrisons and Asda have actually dropped their prices to combat the rise of everything elsewhere. Because of the US dollar sinking so much, the UK pound is in a strong position, up about 5% against the dollar over the last month. So if I look at my US based investments from a UK pound perspective, I'm not doing as bad as I thought. And just because the Nasdaq isn't a bear market, it doesn't mean that all stocks are going down. Despite the fact that overall stock market is down 28% year to date, Apple's stock is up 22.71% over the past year. And a bear market is great for young investors. This means that stocks are on sale. The stock market is beginning to present a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for wealth building. If you're debt-free and have a fully funded emergency fund, consider investing the money that you don't need right now, because this is where you'll be able to build wealth for the long term. Buying in today means that tomorrow will look incredible. Despite the Nasdaq's bear market today, it's actually up over 33% in the past 2 years. The more you zoom out and forget about what's happening today and keep on investing, the better the outcome looks tomorrow. Yes, I bought Coinbase stock at $85.27 a share. And yes, that investment is down over 20% in literally the past 2 days. But I don't look at any investment with a 2-day horizon. I don't even look at it with a 2-year horizon. Look, ask me how Coinbase is doing in 5 to 10 years. If it's still down by then, that's when I'll admit I'm wrong and I'll cut bait. But I don't think that's going to happen. What I'm doing to get through this time is simple. I'm not taking on any debt whatsoever, and I'm continuously building my emergency fund to knock that goal out of the park. Aside from this, I'm not spending money anywhere near as much on things that I don't really need right now, and I'm only focusing on the essentials, to me. Everything is going up in price, so now is time to take stock of what is truly important to you. For me, that's locking away money for my future in order to buy a home in time for those house prices to come crashing down, investing into the stock market continuously to buy myself back time for the future so I don't have to keep working the 9-to-5 grind for the rest of my life, and saving cash to be able to go on holiday in July, which I'm so excited for. Can you tell? This must be about the 3rd or 4th time I've mentioned it in as many videos. As always, I really hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something from it. Yes, there's dark days today, but tomorrow will be brighter if you start to take care of yourself financially right now. If you did like the video, give it a thumbs up and let everyone know what you think about this current climate in the comments. If you did like the video, give it a thumbs up and let everyone know what you think about this current climate in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing for more money related content. I post videos every Monday and Friday at 6:30 PM UK time. Also, make sure to follow me on all of the socials down below in the description for even more. And remember, until next time, and it truly is, every quid counts. See you soon.